Hello, welcome everyone. So in this video we'll talk about a doctor booking appointment system. So what we have seen is that when we want to book an appointment with a doctor, we need to wait for 10-15 minutes while booking an appointment on the call. So it takes time to book an appointment. So what clinics can do, they can automate this flow, and they can basically integrate this flow to answer the questions by the patients, and the this can run 24/7 on WhatsApp, and the agents can answer, the AI agent can answer to the questions which are raised by the patients. So what this flow can do, I'll just quickly talk about this flow. So what we are doing in this is, we are getting the WhatsApp message here, and this is the WhatsApp system which I have integrated. So you can see these credentials which is integrated. So these are basically taken from the WhatsApp. So I'll just quickly show from where we have taken this credential. So this is the WhatsApp app ID. So I've created an app in Facebook Meta, where I've created this app ID, and this is app secret which I can use here in this. So if you see here, this is the app ID, this is the client ID and the client secret which I have used here. After this, what I've done, I've just put a logic that if the message type is an audio, or there's an audio message or text message or image, so it fetches the data, or it filters out the data, and then it takes the decision accordingly. So what it does, if in an audio message, it goes into this flow. So it basically get this audio message, this is the audio message image ID, and then it downloads that audio, transcribes that audio, and this is the audio prompt which is passed to the Gen AI agent. And I'm using the open AI chat model. So different models are there which can be used here, like Llama, DeepSeek, but I'm using OpenAI model here, and this is the GPT-4o mini model which I'm using. So I have given a specific prompt here. This is a well defined prompt which I have written here. So I'll just show the prompt here, that how this prompt is, or how this agent is answering to the question. So I have given this a role, the instructions I passed, that what it needs to do. So it needs to book the appointment, and so it needs to take all this data from the patient, that name, email, phone number, all this data. And this is a check calendar tool which I have created. Modify a doctor booking already appointment. If you have already booked an appointment, you want to modify it, let's say modify the time, so then this event will be called. And cancellation can also happen, or it can answer the general questions also, and it will answer the questions in English only. So you can make it language independent also, but I'm just showing the flow to answer the questions in the English language. So this is the prompt, and it integrates with the Supabase vector store database. So I'll just show the database also, that where I'm keeping the doctor information. So I'm keeping the doctor information here. This is a Supabase database, and it has this table which has this doctor information. So if I open this, so you can see this is the doctor availability, and there's a metadata. So I've basically filled this data in this table in the vectorized form. So it will search this data, and this is the embedding OpenAI which I have used here. This is a model which is used here to search this data in the Supabase database. So this is a vectorized database. We'll talk about more in some other video about this database. And this is the Postgres chat memory which this agent is having. So it is basically putting this information in the table which I show here. This is the anid and chat history. So this information is put up by the agent into this table, so it can remember the history. So this is a Postgres chat memory. So it has all the history of the chat which is being done, and with the Supabase vector database where I'm keeping all this information. So it is basically these 2 points are connected internally, and this is a chat memory which is basically used to know that what is being discussed with that specific what is discuss in that specific chat. So it knows the history. This agent knows the history about that chat. Then there's a, you can see this is the calendar. I'll just quickly show this calendar. So this calendars are, so this is the calendar which is used to create the calendar invite for that appointment. So let's say I want to book an appointment, so then this event will be called, and there are other events like deleting calendar, modifying calendar, check calendar. So these are all the events which I've shown already. So now we will talk about that, how it is answering to the prompt. So this is the AI agent pass information, and then it filters out the information, whether it is an, let's say if it's an audio message, then it goes to this flow. If it's a text message, then it goes to this flow. Okay. For it can handle image, it can reply to the image questions also. So it analyzes the images, downloads the image, analyzes image, and then it passes the text, and then it replies in the text form for that image. Okay, so I started a chat here. Okay, so it answered this. Now I say want to know about your doctors. So I raise this question, so it goes into this flow, and then it answers this flow. So I can see executions also. So we can see this is the execution which is happening. This is the recent one which happened as 11:45:15. So I got this information. Now I'll just say, if you need more information, would like to book an appointment. Yes, would like to book an appointment. So it is running again the flow. You can see the execution, and it answered this in this form. So it is asking me for this data. So this agent checks intelligently about the information which is fed to the agent, and it asks for the information. So okay, so okay, so now it is asking for this information. Let's say I'm just giving this information, the email ID, phone number, and let's say I'm not giving this date and time. So let's see what it asks. So it says thank you, and it is basically asking for the date and time for the appointment to book. So it checks intelligently that I'm not passing information, and then it is asking me for the remaining information. So let's say I'm giving the information as date is 11 July 5 and time is 2 p.m. So this flow can run 24/7 at the clinic, and it can book the appointments. It can take more basically load for booking the appointments, and it does not need any human intervention also. Like you can just check the appointments later, that what are the appointments booked in that duration, but it can actually run 24/7 at your clinic. Yes, would you like to book for the appointment? Yes. So now we can see that it has replied back and appointment has been successfully booked. So now let me go and check this appointment. So I can see this appointment booked here. Let me open this. So this is the appointment which is booked here. So I think it can basically, it is what it is doing is it is intelligently booking, or it is streamlining your flow, and it is taking all the load away from the humans. And further, the appointments can be checked later on by any receptionist person, then they can cross check it. Thank you.